Alright folks, this is Matt Waldron here again with a live video random questions interview, the first one from the LAPC. And I got lucky enough here to sit down with David Singer. David Singer recently in October won the Caesars Palace Classic Open tournament for a cool $1 million, cool $1 million takedown. You may remember David's input from various shows and his stoic demeanor and really solid advice from everywhere, but as typical, we're not at all interested in what would be good, solid information, and we're just going to find out exactly what makes the guy tick and how funny he is. So David, opening it up here.
Wait, I'm warning you, I'm not going to be funny. I haven't slept well the last 3 nights.
Oh, that should be great. We prefer either people sleep deprived or drunk.
How are you going to hear
really
me anyway
out
with those guys talking?
What's that? I can hear you. Yeah, it's got a really good pickup. We shouldn't have a problem, and that'll work out. I'm going to sit.
Sometimes it's better if you don't hear me.
That's okay. That's okay. You're all right there. The first one, just a random thing. What was your first car?
First car was an old Pontiac. I don't remember the name of it. It was a huge car. It was just my father gave me his really old car.
Where is
a
it
yellow
now?
thing about 30 feet long.
Where is it now, or where did it end up?
Who knows? I'm sure it's in a junkyard. I actually rebuilt the engine on it too after a while. I took shop class in school and
Became the pet project for the whole group?
Yeah. No, I did it mostly myself. I had to have someone else finish it. I ran out of time, but
I had a car like that. All right, next one. It's a very serious question. Okay, if you're ready for this. Cows, friend or foe?
Friend. I love all animals. I like camels better than cows, but cows I like. I was just in New Zealand and Australia, saw a whole bunch of cows, and actually last year when I was in New Zealand, there were a bunch of cows in a field, and I went over and started moving to them. They all came running to me. It worked 2 or 3 times. I recorded it. I must have a bad sense of humor because I thought it was funny as hell.
You commune directly with animals. So the wrong question would be, what does a camel taste like in comparison? But,
I wouldn't know.
So on that. All right. Hummer or hybrid?
I drive a Prius.
You drive a Prius. The man is die hard right there. All right. If you could live the life of one cartoon
If I were king, nobody would drive Hummers. In fact.
It's a beautiful thing. If you could live the life of one cartoon character, who would it be?
I guess I have to stick with the camel theme. Last night I was messing around on the internet and I saw a cartoon camel, so it would be a cartoon camel.
Cartoon camel? Chilling in the desert,
yeah.
Go from oasis to oasis. Not so bad, not so bad.
Actually, a lot of them can live in the cold weather too.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, it does get pretty tired at the end of the night there, doesn't it? What is the strangest place you ever woke up, and how did you get there?
Strangest place I ever woke up. I don't know, probably far offshore on a boat.
How'd you get there?
By boat.
By boat. Fair enough.
I guess it's not that strange, but it's away from civilization a little bit.
That's not a problem. Now, I'm picking up a little altruistic theme from you here, so I'm going to ask you this one. If you could spend your life working with one charity without consequence, what would it be?
What does that mean, without consequence?
Without consequence. In other words, you didn't have to worry about feeding your family.
Your questions are on here, right?
What's that?
The public can hear your questions.
The public can hear my questions. We got a really good pickup mic.
Well, I don't know. Say it again. What do you mean without consequence?
Without consequence, meaning, you didn't have to worry about a salary to feed your family. You didn't have to matter about where you had to live or anything else. So without consequence, or if it was a radical thing and you didn't want anybody to really judge about it, whatever. If you could work for one charity for the rest of your life, which one would it be?
Well, that's not an easy question. I know it depends on what I could get more done with. There are a lot of good organizations out there. If I were king, most of the radical environmental organizations would have their way. Like Greenpeace, National Resources Defense Council. And then I work on a charity with my cousins called. Those are environmental. I think we're facing a lot of environmental problems. So be serious for a minute. But I also work on a charity with my cousins called the AKU Project. It's on the internet, akuproject.org, AKU project.org, where they help educate, help to try to bring an education center to a small village in Nigeria and water there too. So I like that a lot.
Sounds like a good
If I was against the wall, I'd work for some important environmental charity.
It's a good one, man. It's the deep thoughts of David Singer are much deeper guy than there is.
You think anyone who's interested in poker is interested in this?
No, you'd be surprised. I mean, we really want to know what makes it tick, what makes it work for you. So I mean,
there's
that's
another
really
good organization called the Green Corps that I'm about to get involved with, and they do a lot of grassroots organizing and raising money for really good causes and trying to put forth legislation in some of the more pressing environmental problems.
Okay. Going on that one, I'm just going to jump to the whole. Do you mind saying who you're going to back in the upcoming presidential election?
I don't mind. I liked John Edwards the best, but now I'm going to back whoever the Democratic candidate is. But I like Hillary Clinton a little bit more than Obama, but I'm going to vote for either one.
Right. So definitely no McCain, no Republican Party.
No McCain. My views are more in line with Democrats.
No Ron Paul if it somehow slipped out of nowhere. I know it works. All right. Most influential person in your life, entire history.
I have no idea. I guess my parents.
Okay. That can be a good one. All right. Scarecrow, Tin Man, or Cowardly Lion?
Toto.
Toto. You're going to go right off the...
I like the dogs.
All right.
And Dorothy, too.
All right. If you could appoint one person president, getting back, who would it be?
President or king?
President. No, we're not going to go straight for, the whole hierarchy bit.
I'd have to think about it. Probably myself. I think I could do a good job.
That'll work.
If not me, John Edwards.
All right. Weirdest thing you've ever seen on the side of a road?
I was just in Australia and I saw a koala walking across the road and it stopped to look at me and then went on its way.
How much time did you spend in Australia?
Just 3 weeks. And I went to New Zealand for a week.
Nice. What's your favorite stop on the world, just on the poker circuit in general, not just the World Poker Tour?
On the poker circuit, I guess it has to be Melbourne, Australia.
Right.
It's not on the obviously it's not on the World Poker Tour, but I went there the last few years. Full Tilt runs a tournament there, and the Crown Casino is an awesome place.
Learn, chat, and pray with the pros, including David Singer.
Yep.
Full Tilt Poker. It's all right. Get your plugs in. All right. Now next is my favorite. It's the lightning round. This is a heads-up round. If you had to get into a death heads-up match with either of these people, just say which one.
Heads up in what? Poker?
Heads up in poker. It's across the table from you. Everything's at stake. Here it comes. Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama?
What's the goal? To win?
To win.
So who's easier to
or
win?
You could just say you'd lose, so their campaign would have more money. I don't know, whichever works. We'll just assume the person is personally keeping the money. You want to play Obama. They say he actually does play poker.
Really?
Yes. He's admitted openly to gambling for money at poker. Mother Teresa or Gandhi?
Gandhi.
Bob Marley or Bob Dylan?
Bob Marley. He wouldn't be able to see the cards. He'd surely be stoned.
Martha Stewart or Rachel Ray?
My girlfriend likes Rachel Ray, so I have to go with her.
Go with that.
And I saw Martha Stewart this year in New York, and she gave me a mean look. She thought I was trying to cut her in line, so I have to poker with her.
You a sports fan?
Yes.
All right. Dick Vitale or Chris Berman?
Well, Dick Vitale does more college sports, and I'm not into much. I guess I have to go with Chris Berman.
Okay, so you don't want to hear it's all in, baby.
I'm not a huge fan of Chris Berman either, but it's okay.
That'll work. All right, Bobby Knight or Joe Paterno?
Joe Paterno.
Joe Paterno loves you. It's all good. David Singer, you have survived the lightning round and random questions with Life's a Bluff, and all the noise that jumped up here a lot bigger than it was when I checked this area earlier. So I honestly really appreciate it, and hope you have the best of luck. Where do you sit in the tournament right now?
I'm doing pretty well. I have about 85,000. So
85,000?
Near the top.
No kidding. There's a lot of people out there still struggling at 20.
I hope I didn't put anyone to sleep. I'm going to go try and take like a half an hour nap so I can get back.
David, you're the man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.